It won't make
What
you
did you
lose.
just say?
It won't make you lose weight. It will help you.
It will help you lose weight, but it won't make you lose weight.
You just said you're not. You said you're not losing weight. What does it say right here?
I will stand.
We're gonna team up with anyone?
Wait, you're taking the offer, so you're not even listening
Get
to
outside of that little bubble called Silicon Valley. It doesn't mean
We're gonna figure it out?
Yes, we're gonna figure it out.
America, come
That's
to the
right.
tank. We're gonna give you money.
Oh,
because
you
we-
didn't invest in anybody else who's gonna figure it out. What are you talking about?
Christopher Gray is requesting $40,000 for 15% and is here in front of the Sharks to present his product. So let's see what he has to present.
Hi Sharks, my name is Christopher Gray. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and my company is Scholly. I'm seeking $40,000 for 15% of my company.
Considering the high cost of education, Christopher came up with this idea to solve the problem.
College is expensive. I know, I'm a student. The cost of college rises every year, and students and parents are forced to take out student loans to pay the bill. This puts many students in insurmountable debt.
So the alternative he pitched was scholarships, and you know how it is to find scholarships. It is a daunting task in itself. So he shared something brilliant.
But there is an alternative, scholarships. The only problem is these scholarships are extremely hard to find.
Yes, there's a lot of time and money that goes into landing the perfect one. So let's see what Christopher has created.
So that's why I created Scholly. Scholly is a mobile app that matches students with hundreds of potential scholarships.
His product, basically the app Sholly, is all about getting the students familiar with the scholarships they want to apply for. But that is not all.
About yourself, such as the state you live in, your GPA, and press match, and there you have it, a list of scholarships you qualify for, literally in minutes.
Well, now just by filling in your required details, you can actually solve a lot of problems and get you a list of scholarships available as well.
Shark-based scholarship, Mr. Ronald's Stingy scholarship, see, $1,000.
I like him already.
We love you already.
Boy, you're really sucking up to me.
You're stingy, man. What can I say?
Initially, the plan seemed to catch the attention of the Sharks, but again, they latched onto something that they were not very happy with.
Couple of questions. Is that the actual app that you showed me?
That's the actual app. The app is for iPhone and Android, yes.
How are you curating all the scholarships?
I've actually been building databases and helping students with scholarships for a couple of years now.
Now it was time for the Sharks to shoot out all the possible potential questions in order to check how fruitful this app might actually be. So is this going to be a yay or a nay?
Do you do this by yourself or do you have partners?
I have two co-founders. They both are app and web developers. I'm the business guy, the CEO.
And Christopher went all out to answer all the questions that could land him with the funding he needed for his app. He also told the Sharks about how much money they can make from this and be in profit for sure. Here's how.
How many?
92,000 paid apps, less than a year, and all with zero marketing. So it's really cool. We had a very effective PR strategy going forward. So I used the fact that I won $1.3 million in scholarships.
One of the Shark members believed Sholly had the potential, but the others were a bit unsure. Soon enough, it looked like a huge heated conversation might erupt.
I don't care about how we're going to monetize it. I just want you to take my hand and say, deal, and we will make it work. But I'd like you to do it right now.
Wow, that's pretty aggressive.
The race between whom to partner with after all the discussion leads to highly debatable conversation among the Sharks. But Christopher is still waiting for the best offer. Will he get one?
Let him answer. I want to know what he says to that.
Yeah.
We're saying,
that's
you know what,
exactly
hang
wrong.
on,
Lori,
hang on.
that's exactly what he doesn't
hang
want.
on, I'm not minimizing him.
And with a final offer from Lori and Damon with $40,000 for a 15% stake in Christopher's app, this is what he had to say.
I'm gonna take your deal.
Done.
Good, done.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks.
And that was the priciest moment for Christopher. I'm sure he got what he came looking for.
I'm Jeray, and my name is Kelly, and we're from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We're seeking $150,000 in exchange for 10% equity in our company.
So here are the Beard sisters, Jeray and Kelly Beard, who are seeking $150,000 for 10% of their barbecue and marinade sauces named Lulu Bang. Let's take a look at the pitch.
You want to bang breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've created a masterpiece product line that will have you wanting to bang everything.
Well, the Beard sisters had come prepared. They were ready to offer each of the Sharks a tasting. But will the Sharks be up for it?
Our unique sauces are infused with herbs, spices, and natural flavors that will literally change the way you eat.
Well, Lulu Bang was indeed banging. They had a huge variety of sauces with a flavor to please every palate. And soon enough, the sharks were being drawn towards it too.
Thank you so much,
What
Ashley.
that means is our sauce is so amazing, you can literally eat it on anything.
The sharks were then offered the product to taste and analyze whether it was good enough for them to invest in or not.
So we prepared 4 different dishes. We have our famous Lulu Bang Wangs. We actually have our seafood fried rice, our vegetable medley, and then we have a fajita-style chicken and steak.
And tasting Lulu Bang was what sharks' expressions were on their faces. That's how much they were enjoying eating what was offered to them. And this is what happened.
But you've got to tell us what your distribution strategy is to get market share in the sauce business, which is brutally competitive.
Oh, we would love to share that story. We started in catering and restaurants. Everyone kept telling us.
The sisters then pitched in all the details of their product, starting right from the time of how things started.
Last year. So we pitched our product and we pretty
To
much
Walmart.
To Walmart.
And what happened,
800
Kelly?
manufacturers. At the end of the day, we walked away with a regional deal. We're in 170 stores.
The sharks were pretty inquisitive, and they surely wanted to know everything possible. But the questions did not end there.
Right now, we are manufacturing, including packaging and all of that, for $1.90.
And what does it sell for?
It sells for $3.99 retail.
In the 3 months since you started, how much have you sold?
But when it came to the results, the sharks were not all that interested. So what went wrong?
That's our challenge, you know, because we're so brand new.
I don't think this is going to work. This is never going to be a big online business. I'm sorry. It weighs too much. And it's a competitive space. It's a commodity. To differentiate your product.
Despite the success ratio, it looks like some things just didn't align together.
I find the product packaging a little confusing. Consumers are very fickle. When they walk through that shelf space.
Once the dust settled, it looks like we now know who is in and who is out.
Amazing job, but I just don't think I'm the partner at this point.
Okay.
I'm out.
Well, thank you. Thank you so
very much.
And while the sisters vouch for their company being a billion-dollar module, Mark seems to think otherwise.
But we are definitely that company, Mark.
I know you want to be. I know you
well,
want
I
to be.
believe that we are, and here's why. Because we've had conversations with Walmart and with ShopRite and all of those guys. The expansion piece of it, we've got that nail, you know.
It will happen.
And finally, it was time to see which of the sharks was ready to take the plunge. Will Lulu Bang have a banging end, or will the sisters go back banging their heads?
You guys deserve just a ton of credit.
Good luck, ladies.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Well, it looks like the Beard sisters will just have to try another tank, for these sharks are just not interested. Here enters Dave Vasson, who is seeking $400,000 for a 4% stake in Brightwheel, which is an app developed by him over a course of time. Let's see what he's here for.
What did you learn at school today? Does this sound familiar?
Dave was confident enough to introduce his app for the parents of kids going to preschool or daycare or any other activity they took part in. But what's so special about it? Let's hear it from him.
So let's jump in and take a look at how Brightwheel works. So with Brightwheel, teachers can easily check kids in from the mobile app. They can log activities and assessments during the day. They can send quick updates.
Well, Brightwheel would definitely make life easy for both teachers and the parents. But how did he even come up with the idea?
And this is all being done on paper today. And so we've taken it and combined it and made it super fast and super easy. And so we're gonna click on Nap here.
Soon enough, the sharks thought of this as a lucrative investment and started firing questions at Dave. Will Dave be able to see them through?
And will the parent ever pay anything?
Not today. We're building a platform. We see a lot of opportunity to add value to parents down the road.
Except you can't advertise on that platform.
Correct, and we have no intention to advertise.
Wait, you can advertise to the parents all you want.
Sure, the app has already reached a few households and schools, but how many to be precise? This is what the sharks are interested in. Will Dave be able to satisfy their hunger for returns?
But how are you going to monetize it?
First, I just want to say that when you look at other industries, all of these industries have really great dedicated software that's provided by very large companies.
It looks like more than Dave, the sharks were having trouble amongst themselves. But first, they needed to know the figures.
And
As a business.
Right.
I offered to write software for my kids' preschool.
And that's why they love it, because we take all that off their hands so they have more time with kids.
You're doing so many things at once that makes it a little harder to pitch this.
Yeah.
And just as the topic shifted from the management to reaping profits, it looks like Dave had finally caught the sharks' attention. So what was Dave looking for from the sharks?
To your venture.
We're taking on big challenges now. We're looking to scale. We're looking to build a global brand. I'm not just here for money. I'm not just here for PR. I'm here for the partnership possibilities of bringing on.
Ah, so Dave was here for more than just the money. He was here for all the push he could get with the Sharks and their expertise in marketing. But will the Sharks decide to swim with him?
We want to be the brand of early education.
The problem is the law of small numbers. I mean, I actually understand what you're doing and have been in your space. I made a lot of money in it, actually.
But it looks like someone miscalculated something or just didn't get the figures right. But the Sharks can sense it from a mile away. Are they going to back out or dive in?
So if I'm looking at the other Sharks and I'm going to let them into my deal, I have to be convinced that the piece of the deal I have left is going to be worth more as a result of them being here.
Yeah.
Wow, that was unexpected. But who will Dave choose to swim with?
You tell me, what do you think you need from the rest of the line here?
Are you serious? Are you really that clueless?
No, I'm
Seriously, are you really that clueless?
After a heated discussion, one Shark dropped out, but Dave was still left with 2 more offers in front of him.
Mark, would you do that deal? Yeah. Let's do it.
Well, it looks like Bright Wheel finally found its wheels to success. Barrett Jacques and Crom Carmichael are together seeking $500,000 for a 20% stake named Minuscal. And this is what they had to say.
Now, 45 million Americans go on a diet each year, but the fact that 70% of adults are either obese or overweight means that something's not working.
We need more lettuce and fewer French fries.
Barrett starts off strong about his product, and then goes off into how dieting is cringed upon by 70% of the Americans. But where does he come in then?
That's where Minuscal comes in, a science-based snack bar and diet tablet that block fat when you eat it.
And how does Minuscal block fat?
And now it was time to demonstrate Minuscal, how it is used and all of its benefits.
So imagine your digestive tract is a party, and our ingredient, the Colive, is the bouncer.
But is the supplement beneficial?
When the fat shows up at the party without an invitation, Colive escorts the fat out of the party and out of your system.
But how does this small pill work? What is it even made of?
Colive is a proprietary, all-natural blend coming from fermented tea. That's our trade secret.
Wow, what more do you want than burning all the excess calories without shedding a drop of sweat? Sounds like a dream, right? What's more, they even come in a huge range of varieties, from chocolates to bars. This is only getting interesting by the minute.
Lori,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
But it looks like not everyone has taken to the product.
It'll do 2 things. It will help lower your cholesterol, and we have a clinical trial that we did 12 years ago. It lowers cholesterol 17 to 20%.
But the owners have to put every last bit of their effort to convince the Sharks. And this begins with the details of the product.
Worth the fat with.
Is there anybody that should avoid this product, or is it safe for everybody?
It's safe for everybody. It's all natural.
That doesn't necessarily make it safe for everybody.
But it looks like one of the Sharks has found some interest.
Your t-shirts say Minuscal.
That's because that's the brand name of the company.
When a consumer looks at it, what do you think he's going to think?
The Sharks were at each other's throats. From the looks of it, I don't think anybody will stand a chance to speak in the midst of it.
What is your strategy? What is your
Minuscal.
distribution?
The strategy is to make you think that this is going to reduce your
let
calories.
me ask my question.
Well, but sadly, their sales don't speak for itself. So will the Sharks decide to take a chance?
Here, if my understanding
trying to understand
is
what
right,
I'm investing in, Mark.
You have a bar
You're investing
that's
in
high
air.
fiber weight.
But just then, Mark pounces at Crom, and this was an unexpected turn.
Mark, let me say this. I have the data to back it up. So listen, if you want to get out, but you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. So listen,
No,
you
wrong.
took green tea extract, right?
With most of the Sharks drifting away, will Minuscal receive the funding they came looking for?
You asked for too much. You made a strategic error. I'm out.
Better luck next time. Until then, I'll just hit the gym.